help to suggest their enthusiasm. What that means is, what job do they do? Or how do they do their job? Question G is worth 9 marks in the real exam. This type of question is going to be very important to you. Back to what we're looking at today. Our version of question G is number 6 here. Explain using your own words what the writer means by the words in italics. And this is what italics are. These words here that slant like that. In 3 of the following phrases, you only need to do 3. There's the first one. There is only the reassuring sound of horse bells and the distant hiss of the river far below. Reassuring sound is in italics. The Yangtze is a boiling froth 4,000 feet below, and boiling froth is in italics. An almost unstoppable momentum delivers us eventually to the river. Unstoppable momentum. And silvery in the twilight and calm and serene, now after the terrifying experience of the gorge. Calm and serene. They're all in italics. So you need to explain these in your own words. A tip for you now, if you have words that you don't understand, the best thing for you to do is to read what is around it. Let's have a look at the first one. There is only the reassuring sound of horse bells and the distant hiss of the river far below. If we're talking about a sound and it's talking about horse bells and it's the only thing, we know that he is feeling quite frightened. So the only sound that he has are horse bells. They're described as reassuring. Let's look at that word, reassuring. The base word is sure. That sound there. Something that is sure is something positive. Look at the next one. The Yangtze is a boiling froth 4,000 feet below. Boiling, we know that boiling is boiling water. Froth, where have you seen froth before and what might it be? If something is boiling, then it tends to have bubbles at the top. That's like froth. An almost unstoppable momentum delivers us eventually to the river. Almost unstoppable, unstop, will not stop. Momentum. Think to yourself, what could that mean? Something is moving them to the river because it delivers them. If it's unstoppable, it's like a movement, and momentum means movement. Silvery in the twilight and calm and serene now after the terrifying experience. It's after the terrifying experience. Things are silvery and things are in the twilight. It's much more beautiful. Calm, we know what that means. Serene, well, that must go with calm. And calm and serene have very similar meanings. So what you would do is you would choose 3 of these and explain what the writer means in your own words. So how would you describe these things in your own words? Then going on to B, explain how the words and language used by the writer in each of the phrases you have chosen help to convey his feelings about his experience on this part of the journey. And we know that convey means show. His experience on this part of the journey, or we know that his experience was a frightening one because we've looked at that earlier on. Explain how the words and language. Words and language. That means these phrases here. What do the words tell us about his feelings? Reassuring. What might that tell us about how he feels? A boiling froth. How might he be feeling there? An unstoppable momentum. Something is unstoppable. How is he feeling? And then calm and serene after the experience. How can you explain his feelings at this point? What kinds of words are these? Calm, serene, unstoppable? What types of words are they? Are they adjectives, verbs, nouns, adverbs? That's what this part is asking you to do. You have to tell us what these things tell us about the experience and how they tell us that. How do these words tell us that he might be worried or frightened or overwhelmed? How? What are they saying? What are they doing? And that's question 1. Last few tips for question 1 then. Remember, it's 35 minutes. 5 minutes to read, 30 minutes to answer. Always remember to have a go at every single question. Read the questions carefully. Use the highlighters to help you focus on what you're looking at. When it says own words, say it in a different way. When it tells you to look at specific paragraphs, make sure you find them. If you don't understand a word, read around it a couple of times. You can read around it here or read around it in here. Taking your time to look at the words around it will help you understand.